evening and welcome to Gamesmaster, and a very happy new year to every man, child and especially woman out there, because we're celebrating 1997 with a Girly Special. Yes, everything in today's show has a distinctly female flavour because, let's face it, if the Girly Show can get a second series, there's hope for all us sisters. Later on in the show, the woman who's responsible for more worn-out pyjamas than any other, Zoey Balls, will be joining us. But first, we begin with today's event, which, keeping with the girly theme, we like to call Platform Queen.
I like to keep a close eye on my female games playing contingent, so I was particularly interested when I heard about a young lady who goes by the name of Platform Queen, who has particular aptitude for platform games. So my event today is designed to put her through her paces. First, she must collect 30 bananas on Donkey Kong Country 3. Next, 30 DNA triangles on the rather creepy spider. And then on to Crash Bandicoot to gather 20 apples. She's not been allowed to see any of the levels she's been playing on, and will have only 4 minutes to complete more. Of course, if she dies at any time, then her challenge will be over. It's a difficult one, so come on, Platform Queen. All the sisters are rooting for you.
Okay, so like we said at the top of the show, this is the Girly Show, all us girls coming together. Please welcome the first one, Sarah Wade. Welcome to the show, Sarah. Now, Sarah, you are a bit of a platform game fan. Tell us about some of your platforming feats then that you've done.
Well, I've completed every single one of the Mario Brothers, both of the Donkey Kong, and I just love playing them all, Rayman, everything.
What about your mum and dad? Do they share your passion?
Yeah, everyone in our family loves it.
Did your mum and dad end up in hospital or something because of that?
Yeah, they were playing too much and they had carpal tunnel syndrome in the wrists because they were playing too much.
Is that a syndrome I've had for different reasons. And finally, you said you'd like to see more women on Gamesmaster. Why is that?
Definitely, because it's there's so many males on the show. There's a male presenter and everything else.
We hope, we think. Well, what would you do? What would you like to see them doing then on the show?
I'd like to see them sharing your job. You know, presenting well.
Presenting with me, basically up here getting close to a woman.
Yeah.
And there's certainly a first time for everything. Okay then, Sarah and I are going to check that my hemline is adjusted accordingly. While we do that and get her ready for the event, we'll go to today's news. Like Pamela Anderson's Hand in Marriage, the arcade racing game is one of the most hotly contested genres around. The latest effort trying to muscle in on the action is GTI Club from Konami, a company not noted for its racing pedigree. The game involves racing around city centres behind the wheel of a souped-up Mini. Some might say it's a rip-off of the Italian Job, others might say it's the most original driving game in years, allowing players to choose their own route through the city and generally cause the kind of havoc not seen since Tony Adams lost his licence. Club GTI will be in arcades next March.
Heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Mean Team.
Cleaning up at the American box office at the moment is Space Jam, Warner Brothers' latest animated extravaganza, featuring Michael Jordan digitally inserted into a cartoon world to help Bugs and Co out with a spot of alien bother.
They want to make us slaves, so we challenge them to a basketball game.
Released in March, fans of the movie will be able to continue their animated fantasies with Space Jam on the Saturn and PlayStation from Acclaim, two basketball games that bear an uncanny resemblance to NBA Jam on the Mega Drive, also from Acclaim. Like me, the problem with pets is they smell and cack all over the place. Well, now the nation's gone bonkers for Creatures on the PC, which allows you to nurture your very own virtual captive without the smell. You can hatch your little critter, treat it with love and affection, and you'll be able to sit back and feel smug as your well-balanced progeny frolics happily, learns about its environment, and even plays doctors and nurses with other fluffy mates. Okay, welcome back. This is the Girly Show on Gamesmaster, something I've pioneered to have for a long, long time. That's why we're dressed a little bit differently. We've got Sarah Wade on the show, who's going to attempt to get through 3 platform games within the allotted time. Being hinged to my bracket is Kirk Ewing from Vizette. Kirk, there's something that's different about you today. What is it?
How nice of you to notice, Dominick. I am indeed not wearing my Wonder Bra.
That's what it is. Now, Kirk, the first game is Donkey Kong 3. What tips can you give Sarah on that?
Well, okay, you've got to guide your various collection of donkeys around the thing. The best tip for all of the games that you're going to play is just take things slowly, because you're not going to get a second chance. That's it.
Okay, then make sure you don't miss any of the objects you have to pick up.
You never want to miss the objects you have to pick up.
Okay, thank you very much, Kirk. Right, there are 3 games that Sarah has to play within 4 minutes. The first one is Donkey Kong 3. She's got to collect 30 bananas. We reckon she wants to do it within about 1 minute to leave herself lots of time for the other 2. Best of luck, Sarah. Your time begins now. Okay, so off Sarah goes. In the top left-hand corner of the screen is the banana counter. She's got 6 already. We're looking for 30. There's another clutch of bananas here. Takes her up to 12. A good start, Kirk. Only 10 seconds gone.
Very good start. That's how I got both the monkeys in the troop now. That's Kitty, the big one you can see there in the front. And one of them behind, that's little Dixie with the ponytail. Which
is also the names of Polly Yates next to children. Okay, this is a very tricky leap here. She hasn't quite made it. That's a tough one, but she did get some more bananas there, though, Kirk. But it's going to take her some time to get back up.
That's right. She's still got to work herself back up using these barrels, jumping on one and the up. Off she goes, back into the cannon, wallop.
Okay, that's up there. Now we're back to this tricky jump again, because she can't hang about, Kurt, when she's on these barrels, because they're going down all the time.
Absolutely. If she makes this jump, we would say it's a classic gaming feat.
It's a fantastically classic gaming feat there. Okay, 47 seconds gone. We're looking for some more bananas, though, Kurt. Where would we like to find some?
She's got to work her way up quite a bit higher, actually, along this platform, and then up in the top right. Further on, she'll find another, at least a few more bananas.
Okay, well, unfortunately, she's lost... Oh, no, I thought she's lost the big monkey, Kirk. We're just out in the wee one now.
Here we go. That's 26 bananas now.
27. There was one more there, Kirk. 1 minute, 9 seconds gone. We said she wanted to do it in about a minute, so she's behind schedule already, Kirk.
She is behind schedule, but she just jumps these last few barrels. Another couple up here.
There we go. That's 30. That's it. Okay, fine. That is the first part of the challenge done in 1 minute, 18 seconds. We now go on to Spider, and the challenge there is to collect 30 little DNA globules. Again, we'll be looking for her to do it in a minute normally, but she's already 18 seconds behind, so a little bit quicker would be nice. What tips have you got for her on this, Kirk?
Once again, take it steady, pick up as many of the hardware features as you can find early on, and really blast any other insect that dares stand in your way. Stands between you and your DNA? Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Kirk. Right, 1 minute, 18 seconds gone. Best of luck, Sarah. Start the second part of your challenge. So, off goes Sarah. You can see a little spider motif at the bottom of the screen, and that indicates the weapon that Sarah's currently selected at the moment. It's a flame, as was aptly illustrated. Above that is a DNA counter, the amount of triangles she's picked up. She's got 11, we won 30. It's a good start, Kirk.
It's an excellent start. We're seeing some top arachnid action. Now we're down in the sewer where the dark, grimy things live. There's a little wasp here. The best thing you could do actually is move over and pick up these rockets, and then she can get back and actually take out this wasp with a heat-seeking missile. Okay, the missiles will automatically go for the wasp because there's a target around them, although technically if you just ignore a wasp, they will go away. 15 DNA triangles selected so far. 1 minute 55 gone. If she's really quick, she can make up some time here, Kirk. She certainly could. There's some more over to the right here. That's a big long drop off. Whoa! Whoa, a little bit of some energy taken off of there. Hopefully that won't prove fatal. She's restoring some of her energy there by picking up those little kind of yellow flashing life battery looking things. 24 bits of triangle DNA, Kirk. I can see some up there. How's she going to get there? She just has to get up and jump. There she goes. That's another 3 there. And once again, notice the spider sticks onto the side of the platform. Like a spider does, in fact. There's 3. We want those 3 and that's it. 2 minutes 24 done. Now how's she going to get these? Oh! A spider string! That's it! That's 30 DNA. Okay, stop the clock there. Let's move on to the third part of the challenge. 1.5 minutes left to do it, and it is Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot. Now, Kirk, what tips have you got on Crash Bandicoot? Navigate your little furry fox friend through, and once again, take it nice and slow because you can't afford to fall off any of the edges at all. And looking for the apples, you've got to get 20 apples out of this one. Okay, 1 minute 31 seconds to get 20 apples and complete the challenge. Best of luck, Sarah. Your time begins now. Okay, of course, Crash Bandicoot. That is quite literally an apple that he's picked up there. Gives him 1 apple, that's another one. That makes 2. The apple counter in the top left-hand corner will only pop down when Sarah's collected an apple, so it won't be there for long, so watch very closely. 2 minutes 44 seconds gone, Kurt. This is a very tricky platform bit here. Very tricky indeed. One of the things you might notice there is Crash Bandicoot is using that spinning thing to get rid of the enemies. Now you've got to make sure that you don't do that next to an apple. Okay, it's a very hard challenge.